Good morning, class. This week, or for this announcement, we've got Module 5. So Module 5 brings a lot of it together. We know about evolution, we know about natural selection, and we've seen lots of examples of these so far in the class, but what about with humans? This week, or this Module 5, is our opportunity to study human adaptations, all right? So a lot of the variation that we see in humans is due to adaptations in our environment. One important one is skin color. So that is going to be a big topic that I really want you to understand. One of the questions coming up for you that you'll have to understand is the factors behind human skin color variation or human skin color adaptations. So you might have some guesses as to why light or dark skin might be beneficial in certain environments, but you need to study the course content because it's not always what you think. So there's always more to learn, and I want you to go looking into that for week 5 in the lesson and the content. Let me look. I'm looking at the module right now to see what I have for you. You do have 2 chapters to look at. There's going to be portions of each that are beneficial for you for this week. And then you have a video called Are We Still Evolving? You probably are going to have some quiz questions about that video in the quiz. Now, D5 brings me to what I was just saying. You need to understand what 2 essential vitamins explain the diversity of skin color in the human species. All right, so you might know one if you studied a little bit, if you know a little bit about this, if you know about human health, but there's another one you might not know, and it's not common knowledge. So make sure you understand that. And then related to that, the optional video, Nina Jablonski breaks the illusion of skin color. That is another one that ties into that question as well. And I'm focusing on that because a lot of students often try to overlook that when they're talking about human adaptations in their essay. Okay, so my next point is we've got an essay coming up. It's your first essay of the semester, and it has its own module. So let me look here, and there is a document called Instructions and Required Topics. And I'm just pulling it up here just to make sure to make sure to myself it is 5 paragraphs. All right, 5 paragraphs. So there's no filler. You're focusing on the content that we've learned in the last 5 modules, modules 1 through 5. The required topics are listed. You need to cover all of the required topics. And you need to cite your sources, and you need to use the pre-approved sources that are in that Essay 1 module. So even if the source is pre-approved, you still have to cite it. You have to cite every source that you use. If you weren't born knowing something, or if you didn't know it, like I was talking about common knowledge earlier, if you got the information from a source, you need to cite it. If you don't know how to cite, I have provided a lot of instructions about how to do that in the Essay 1 Instructions and Required Topics. So actually, I lied. In Essay 1, let's see, I have an Essay 1 writing guide. And I'm going to rename that because it's actually the writing guide for the whole class. All right, so you've got a writing guide. The writing guide in the Essay 1 module applies to all of the essays in the class. So if you skip something this time around, you're just going to have to do it again, or you're going to keep missing points. All right, and that is going to be due July 28th by 11:59 p.m. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and don't hesitate to email me with my Lone Star email if you have questions.